Come, let me get you some.
Yo, 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 what's up, peeps? Charlie, welcome. It is Saber Talk Sunday. Mundo in the house. And let's get this party started. Charlie Moore Whisper Talk. Man, I'm honored that you think that way, dude. I really am, dude. I'm truly blessed to have you here with me. Titans! Another great person in the world, man. I mean, I love everybody that comes through here, dude. I mean, you guys rock my world, man. Make this thing fun for me, and I'm happy to do it for you guys, man. I'm gonna pour myself a drink here, and we're gonna get this party started. Now, Charlie and Titan, have you guys seen some of the Black Friday sales that have been coming out on Saber fonts and Sabers and the different Saber companies and stuff like that? Um, I was looking at a Saber trio not too long ago, right? And man, their designs have gotten more wicked upon looking at things. I mean, it's just like wow. But I mean, not just that, but also solos. Jeremy's been killing it with some of the things that he's been all of the sabers that he's been coming and doing and everything else too. Like wow. I mean, all these different designs, saber designs that are coming out lately is just like hot off the press, right? Now, even even sound font makers, excuse me, guys, even sound font makers right now are having sales and stuff. BK has his like 40% off on his sound font stuff. Mm. And tonight we're gonna continue working on painting the chassis up and stuff. Um, I was looking at this, right? The painting going. I mean, it's looking good. It's looking good, but I have to laugh at myself, dude. I know, right, Titan? I would love to also. Unfortunately, I have to wait till probably next year, or maybe get one for Christmas because with a daughter in college, man, kids come first. you know, my babies come first, and then later on I can treat myself. When they're done with school and stuff like that. So yeah, and I can wait. I got time. I got time because right now I'm still working on these. So when I finish these, then I can concentrate on getting other ones. And then I know what kind of sucks though is that things may pass me by and the opportunities and so forth like that. But you know opportunities are always at your door no matter where. It's just a matter of when and how you look, right? So there's always going to be opportunities, and they should incorporate that to tonight's show too, as far as sales goes and opportunities, right? Because with Black Friday sales, and well, any sale for that fact, okay, whether it be sound font, whether it be hilts, whether it be parts of hilts and stuff, just like a custom saber shop, right? When the custom saber shop, they have that $20 scratch and dent sale, and a lot of people take advantage of stuff like that too because they want to utilize those and make some sabers, that they can play around with. I mean, I myself would love to do that too, and and so taking advantage of some of these Black Friday sales, whether it be for your sound fonts or for your hilts, let's say man, all the different hilts that are coming out right now. I mean, just freaking awesome. And by the way, did you guys watch the video with the Collector's Outpost on the Kenobi with almost all the original parts and stuff and the guest that he had on? It was just unbelievably cool to see all the variations of the Kenobi hilt, right? Hold on, guys. I'm gonna come out of the picture for just a second, but you can still hear me because I need to get my old man hands. I mean, old man glasses. As shit. Make two Sith would say, right? I gotta get these on so when I can do the painting. And hold on. And before I start doing this, but like I said earlier, I was laughing at myself because as I was painting the chassis here, right? Now, here's the balance. All right, here's the balance. And it's not too bad, right? Yeah, it was a great video, right, Titan? And here, I mean, the painting color scheme is really not that bad because I mean, inside you're gonna it's gonna be inside, right? And I couldn't get it any more gold, a shinier gold. I was trying to, but I'm using the Robin buff on here, and it's not too bad because it's an antique gold. It is not the real, a shiny gold. And I wanted the antique gold because I wanted to utilize the differences in the gold and the rundown part of it, right? Like, somebody just found this and shoved it up in there and utilized that kind of story. But again, I have to say that I was laughing at myself because if anybody has looked at the Duracell batteries, this looks like one big ass Duracell battery. So I have to make fun of myself for doing that, right? I really have to make fun of myself for doing that to making the chassis look like a Duracell battery. But it's got a kill switch, so I mean, essentially, it's one big ass battery, right? Shove it in there and let it get running. Uh, man, I tell you, no, and it looks pretty brushed in there. I mean, if you look at it just right, you can see like it's just scraped, and that's what I was just kind of looking for, old, worn out stuff, right? Oh, thanks, Titan. Yeah, I want it to look worn out in here. Now this later on, I mean, it's gonna get scratches, it's gonna get dinged up and everything like that. So later on, when all of this becomes scratched and all of that good stuff, you'll see that it's kind of pieced together the right way that way. Um, I mean, it's already got scratches on here, a little bit here and a little bit there, finger magnet, all that good stuff, right? But yeah, let's get some of this going and coloring and everything. And I know, um, how was your guys' week? Are y'all ready for Thanksgiving? I know I am. Now remember, for all those who come into the chat and everything, if y'all are newbies, I mean, this is just an area for you guys to come and talk sabers, talk um Star Wars, and anything goes. As far as anything goes, as far as Star Wars, lightsabers, sound fonts, and everything else like that, right? Anything else that you decide to try to talk about? Yeah, no politics, none of the real world crap around here. I don't want to hear the real stuff going on out there because this is an escape for all of us to have fun with. So just FYI for the newbies that come in and watch the show. Come in and let's have some fun, guys. Come in and let's have some fun. So, Titan, Charlie, what are you guys doing, man? Are you? I hope you guys have a good and happy Thanksgiving. You're all gonna be with family and friends and have a big. Let's carve the turkey with the lightsabers, right? I need to make a turkey, a saber turkey carver is what I need to make, right? So I'm gonna get into some of this painting right here while I'm talking to you guys, and I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna cut in some black up on here on part of these ribs. I need to make sure that I stay black because I want that contrast to show. And the copper that I have on here is a aged copper. So I need to make sure that the black on some of these ribs is going to stay black. And of course, I don't have that steady of a hand either, so I kind of have to fix my mistakes too, where I kind of screwed up on some things. So I'm a kidding. So my holiday was last month. Oh, okay. How was it, man? I hope you had a great one. I got to get myself familiar with your holidays, dude. I really do. I mean, because our time frames are so different, right? Yeah, our time frames are so different. So, I'm like, what? I'll have to look at the Canadian holidays. That way, okay. And I'm glad you said that, Titan, because if I learn your holidays and other area holidays, then if those come onto the show, if I'm doing a show within that time frame, then I can give a shout out to you guys for that particular holiday, right? And I want to make sure that I acknowledge those things as well. I mean, it's important to you guys, and it's important to me too. I mean, you come, every Sunday when I'm on, and that's the least I can do is to check and give a shout out when it's the appropriate holiday for you guys. Yeah. All right, so let me show you here. You're gonna see how after I sanded all of these ribs right here a little bit. Now in between, I'm doing the black, and then I'm going to do the rub and buff on the sticking out part of the ribs right here. And so it's gonna be black and gold, black and gold, black and gold, right? Oh, you worked? Oh, well, yeah. I mean, sometimes you have to work. Like, our Thanksgiving, we actually have 2 days off. And what's crazy is that our Christmas, we're only gonna have one day off. We get Christmas day off, but for Thanksgiving we get 2 days off. I don't get it. I don't get it. But on the have y'all kind of messed around with the holiday sound fonts? Like Jada Lorian has a really good Christmas sound font, New Year sound font. I mean, there's a lot of people who are doing some pretty badass sound fonts for the holiday stuff, right? And even if you haven't yet, Mountain Sabers has got the Halloween, a good Halloween saber font that I utilized on my saber on the Warlock. Um, I took it to work, and my guys just went off. They had a lot of fun doing that, listening to that font on there. All right, so here we go. I'm probably gonna have to put two coats on there. It's kind of hard to see right now until I put um the gold in there. But yeah, right now we're still working on this stuff here. And once I put the rub and buff on there, hopefully that black will pop out a little bit. And then of course I'm gonna have to go back over the copper too. I don't have very steady hands right now at this point. Oh man, the Christmas saver, you'll shoot your eye. It has to happen. I know, Charlie. I know, man. Hey, you know what? Mountain Sabers, if you're listening, dude, let's get it done, man. Let's try it out. Let's see if we can make that font happen, dude. If I know Mountain Sabers, he'll hit it up and he'll do it, man. He got some cool stuff, dude. And I don't know if he's got any if he did any sales for his fonts, but yeah, he's got some pretty wicked Saber fonts too, man. And of course Jada Lorian's been killing it as well, and as well as um other Saber font makers, dude. Just like what? Wow. Even Juan Sith has came up with a new one and it sounds pretty good. Yeah, Juan Sith just has a great library of just like K-Sith and everybody. All the font makers, man. We have Boxing Day after Christmas. Really, Titan? That's interesting. So December 26th is Boxing Day? Oh, that's interesting, dude. That is super interesting. Boxing Day, huh? I like watching boxing. I do. I watch it every chance I get. Not a whole lot of chance, but I still watch it every chance I get. That Tyson fight was a joke. Oh my God. Anybody who believed that Tyson really lost. Come on. That thing everybody knows that he was holding back, right? All right. So you can see the black starting to set in a little bit there, right? Felicia! Your favorite is Polar Express? It would be cool to have the blade change colors like the Northern Light scenes. Oh yeah, that'd be good. Have you checked out any of the holiday fonts on any of the Saber makers, font makers? You ought to check them out if you haven't. If you have not checked them out, you got to check them out, Mama. There's something you might like. And of course, you have to find a blade thing for it, right? Now the CFX and the Profi, you can really customize um the blade to do what you think you're wanting to do with all of that. Man, my hands are just shaking all over the place right now. Of course, what happens after you do a little workout? Let me see. All right. Now what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna get these ribs that are sticking out. I'm gonna put some rub and buff on there, and let's see how if the black paint is gonna come out and get a little pop that black out a little bit more here. So we'll see how it goes. Let me clean the paintbrush so it doesn't so the paint doesn't stick onto it. And then, because I'm gonna go back and forth with the aged gold paint as well, right? No, you haven't, Felicia. Okay, so you got some homework to do right there. You got homework to do, girl. No excuses. As much as you can go and look at all of the platforms, YouTube and everything else, I guarantee you'll find it. You can see all of that. Takes probably 20 minutes. You check out each one of the font makers on their Jay DeLorean's got a good one. I need to check one sit and see if he has one. I think he made one, but I'm not sure. Um, but Jay DeLorean and who else? There was three that I know that have um the holiday font makers so far, right? Now, you remember a while back that I was telling you that Albert from Smuggler's Outpost, who made a chassis for this before I got the one from Rich Sangillo, okay, that fit in here. Well, I went and I resanded everything on it and I repainted it with the aged copper and gold, right? And of course, it's made for the CFX as well. So, and the reason why I painted this is because I'm going to utilize this again eventually. Um, Albert, so have you ever watched the video, man? I do hope you like the little paint scheme that I did for the chassis that you made me, dude. And this is how it's gonna be. So I think I'm going to use this as a tester. So I'm gonna buy some parts and I'm gonna make a tester saber, right? So and a short one at that. So when I make blades, I can have a tester saber for the blades and everything else on in between. And it'll be good. It'll be good. So I'm gonna see how I can utilize this into the testing bit. And I like how it actually fits the CFX really well, right? So Albert from Solo's Hold did a freaking awesome job at printing this up for me. I mean, not Solo's Hold. My bad. Smuggler's Outpost. Damn. Sorry, Jeremy. I didn't mean to insult you like that, dude. They know I'm kidding. They know I'm kidding. Oh my god. I'm gonna get in trouble from these guys. I tell you. But I love these guys. They're pretty cool. I feel about the sound font makers because I've owned Sabres for years and still haven't learned how to install them, so I haven't bought any. Oh, Titan, you haven't learned how to install them? There's all kinds of videos out there, dude. Really? What boards do you have? What boards do you have? Do you have Profi? Do you have CFX? What do you have? Now, if you have a CFX and you have a Golden Harvest, you can actually use both of those the same font for both of those boards. But the only difference between using those the way you utilize that font for both of those is that the number system, okay? Which what boards do you have? Because Profi's a little different. I'm not too familiar with how you do things on Profi just yet. Eventually, I'm going to learn, but the way you put fonts on both the Golden Harvest and the CFX are almost pretty close the same. They're not that hard. They're not hard at all. So if you have all of the, do you have all of those sound fonts? You have a Profi, CFX, Xenopixel. but I work all the time and I'm not great with computers. Okay, you don't have to be that great. I mean, honestly, a lot of this stuff is almost drag and drop type stuff. Um, and numbers. Okay, see, like with the CFX, it's almost like you number the fonts with the name of the font, and that's pretty much it. Um, now type I know Benji from Nerf Herders. He's got a great video on how to put your fonts for the CFX. Well, there's a lot of people who have good videos on putting your sound fonts on CFX. I mean, they show you step by step, and it's really not that hard. Okay. Now, also, with the Profi, like I said, I don't know too much about the Profi yet. And the Xenopixel, I have no clue because I do know that I did see a video out there on putting Xenopixel sound fonts onto your board. Okay. And you can actually utilize a cord, hook it up to the board and do it that way. Or what I find easier for me is to take the SD card out, put it in the computer, and do it that way. Okay, and it literally takes you probably, depending on the time. Oh, Jim! Hey, Jim! How you doing, man? Jim says I believe Xenopixel has modules that are pre-made, and I know Jedi Arms Dealer and others are Profi Masters. Yeah, Jedi Arms Dealer is an absolute Profi master, man, as well as Fet 263. Um, man, I tell you, Fet 263, Jedi Arms Dealer. My God, you cannot go wrong with those two guys. Um, and like I said, there's a lot of good videos out there that can help you with that. So you really don't have to be that good with computers in order to do this. Um, Feeling a little intimidated, I get it. Yeah, the Fet 263 has drag and drop, copy and paste stuff, and makes it much easier for everything, right? Um, like I said, the it's fairly easy, regardless if you're good with computers or not. Depending on what you're trying to do, how many you're trying to put on there, and all of that stuff. I mean, I wouldn't, don't even worry about anything in terms of putting your sound fonts on there. Seriously, man, go for it. Just watch a couple of those videos and on the tutorials, and I guarantee you, man, you won't be sorry. Get them on there so you can start using your sabers, man, on the fonts that you want and like. Get her done, man. Get it done. Okay, let me see here. All right, so I'm gonna start on the ribs here. And my Shekias just screwed up a little bit. And see, I like to use these little applicators. I go to Hobby Lobby and get some of these right here and put that rub and buff on there. And then I run that rub and buff on here a little bit. Run it. And then what I'll do is, okay, here we go. And then I get a deal of Q-tips, right? Get some Q-tips here. Oh, dude, No, you're welcome, man. I mean, that's what we're here for. That's part of what this show is, dude. Yeah, you can always start a simple golden harvest. Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Jim is 100% correct. Now I know I'm gonna have to go back over the black spots again and get it. I'm probably gonna have to do utilize 2 or 3 coats of this stuff too to get it just right. But yeah, there we go. And then so I'm gonna skip a little bit. And, each one of the ribs is gonna get a coat like that, right? So yeah, dude. I mean, that's the whole, Titan, that's the whole point of the show too, is to come and talk about things like that. So when you have problems or when you want to talk about something, everybody in the chat here who can help you. And even if I can myself, I can help you. And if I can't, somebody I know who can, and I'll direct them to your way. And we're gonna get you going, man. I mean, we're gonna get you going. Oh, dude, and then thank you, man. I think I don't know. I'm laughing at myself because it looks like a big ass Duracell battery. Hey, I can make fun of myself, man. I make fun of myself before I make fun of anybody else, dude. But I have to laugh at myself, man. But thanks, I appreciate that, dude. I really do. Yeah, I really do, man. And but man, wait till you really, when it's finished and I wire it up and get it running, man. I'm just super stoked. It's just taking a lot longer than I wanted to, but you know, life life has funny way of getting in the way of fun. Fun, fun, fun. Jim, have you been looking at all the Black Friday sales? Have you acquired any new yeah, it is. I mean, I'm trying to get it really, really going, man, because I'm really getting the closer I get, the closer I can wire it up and stuff, and I just can't wait. I'm really like wanting to hurry up, but I'm really restraining myself from rushing this thing. I really am. It's just killing me to not have it done already. And you got some funds from Jay DeLorean for Black Friday? Oh, dude, that is awesome, man. And I saw he's got some really good deals on his fonts. Really. I wish I could get some right now, but I'm gonna have to wait for Christmas, man, because like I said, when you got kids in college, they come first. My kids are my world, and they come before me. Daddy sacrifices a little bit because I'll have plenty of time to do this after when I retire and when my kids are already got their jobs and everything else, when they're done with school, and daddy will have lots of playtime. Lots of playtime. Yeah, okay, so here we go. And you can see I'm going to go back in between the ribs and go back again with some black paint and keep adding layers of the black paint to keep the aged gold popping out. So We'll see how that turns out. Now, I know I probably should have sanded it a little bit more, but I'm not too worried about it too much because it's going to be on the inside. I'm not going to pull it out that much. Yeah, I'm not really going to pull it out all that much, so I want to make sure that mm, time for a new Q-tip. And let me see. Now, so a lot of times after I utilize that Q-tip and it rubs some of the stuff off, and this rub and buff is supposed to get like super shiny after you rub it in a little bit, but I think you have to do a couple of coats for it to be that shiny. Oh man, thank you, Titan. Yeah, I love my girls. I mean, pain in the butts, but nonetheless, they're my pain in the butts. I love them to death. All right, let's. Okay, I'm gonna have to go over some of the mess ups here. I wonder if I can. Let's see. Getting there, and when you got shaky hands and you're trying to cover stuff up, sometimes you make more of a mess than you do fixing things. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, there we go. So the black is making the gold pop a little bit more. So it needs just a little bit more, layers upon layers here, and to really make that black stand out on there. And the more that the black stands out, the more that the aged gold will stand out, as well as the aged copper. Now, in all honesty, I really didn't think about copying a Duracell battery. It just happened that way. I really did not think about the Duracell battery until I actually put a damn Duracell battery right next to it. I was all like, shit. Yeah, Robin Buff is the actual brand name for that kind of. It's yeah, that kind of paint. Yeah, absolutely, dude. I hope I don't get any knocked down for this, but anyway, you shouldn't. Hopefully, right there. Um, shouldn't get anything for the copyright because I mean, anyway, that's stuff like that. You can find it at Hobby Lobby, dude. So if you have a Hobby Lobby there, you can get it at Hobby Lobby. You can also get it on Amazon, but you know what? It's practically the same price, dude. So you would and here's what really messes up, what's kind of messed up is that if you ordered from Amazon, right, it might take a day or two to get there. But you go to Hobby Lobby and you grab that, you get that stuff right there immediately and go home and start working on it. Yeah, all the hobby shops. I was going to order some from Amazon, believe it or not. But then when I went to Hobby Lobby with my wife, I walked into the aisle and I was looking at the paints and stuff, and there it was. It was in there, and I was like, "Oh crap! It's there. They got rub and buff." I was like, "Shit, yeah." So I grabbed of course I grabbed the antique gold and I grabbed silver leaf, I think it is. So I may put a strip of silver in here somewhere, I think. Um I'm not sure, but I just may do that. I'm thinking about it. But then again, maybe the contrast of the silver may not work so well with the color scheme. So that's the thing that I'm kind of agonizing over, right? So yeah, I mean that looks pretty damn cool. That looks pretty damn cool. I mean, not bad for shaky hands, you know. But yeah. So now we're gonna do this other side right here and work on that. I love the aged copper though, right? The aged copper bit came out pretty decent. Came out really pretty decent. And I might do another coat on here just to make it a little bit shinier, but as I said, we're going for the aged look, so I may just keep it as it is like that, right? So once I get this gold here and the black, and then I probably put let me see here. Yeah. And then down here will be the same thing, black and gold, right? Black and gold. Yeah, a lot of inks and paints and other stuff. But I did not see the rub and buff in Walmart. I did not. It's a red tone look. Yeah, it's aged copper, Felicia. As a matter of fact, let me see. Oh, antique copper. Excuse me. So if you want to see what the paint is, it's this stuff right here, antique copper. And this you can get at Walmart. Yeah, I got this at Walmart. Um, let's see. Let's go on to the next set of ribs here. And then I'll go back again with the black paint and we'll go there. I really like seeing all the Black Friday sales, you know, because then I was telling my wife and my kids, I said, I wouldn't mind one of these for Christmas. You get it now, save money, or don't get it now and don't save money. Either way, I'm be happy. But that remains to be seen. Okay, it's time for a new. Now, the only bad thing about using the Q-tips for the rub and buff, you get some of the fibers off of this thing, and you have to uh, pull those fibers out. You don't want them sticking to there and stuff like that. But I don't only just use the Q-tips too. I mean, I also utilize paper towels and try to get that it as shiny as I possibly can. But sometimes it rubs off a little too much, and I gotta put another little bit on there, like on here. And if you can see, this area right here is a little darker because it rubbed off. So you gotta reapply a little bit and then rebuff it in there. Sometimes it makes it for a pain in the ass when you gotta do that. But other than that, I mean, it's cool. I mean, you gotta enjoy stuff like this too. If you have that love for Star Wars and you have the love for the sabers, this to me is pretty relaxing stuff. I mean, it's not. I don't feel any um Usually the only superstore on online, but Walmart is a lot of hit and miss. Yeah, Walmart is definitely a lot of hit and miss. It irritates me because that you find stuff there and you're like, oh yeah, and then when you actually go and look, excuse me, for a specific thing, and because it says on the website that they have it, but you go in the store, you're like, oh, crap out. It crapped out. Like, man, not cool, Walmart. Not cool. Not cool at all. And that's gonna soak up a little bit, but the darker the paint, and it'll make it pop out right there. So yeah, that's gonna be cool, man. I like that. Pipe cleaners instead of Q-tips? Nah, I think pipe I think pipe cleaners will make it a little bit worse off. But it's actually, honestly, Felicia, I might try it just to try it out and see what happens. It's definitely an idea, and I don't dismiss any idea whatsoever. You know what I mean? I um I am open to all kinds of suggestions, so I might, and I have pipe cleaners. I do. I have pipe cleaners, so I think what I might do is go and get one. Not today, but another day when I'm reapplying some paint on here and stuff, and reapplying the rub and buff just to make sure that everything is gonna pop out nice and the way I want it to, and try it out, and I will let you know, right? Just thinking of the fuzz. Yeah, I know, but it's a great idea. See, that's Jim. That's too funny. Um, See, and that's another thing that I enjoy about this show is because people can utilize their ideas on here to help people out as well, right? I really have I really enjoy all the comments that people put because if I think Tim and Jeremy have said that they use a paper towel to rub it on. Yeah, um, that's why I've got this too. So I utilize both. I utilize this first to get most of the excess off, and then I go back and I rub it in a little bit more, right? So I kind of do both. Um, and plus, this also helps to get the those fibers out as well. Yeah, it makes it a little bit better too. Yeah, not too bad, not too shabby. See, and a lot of their prints come out super smooth. I don't know how they've got those new printers out that actually do smoother prints. So, when you have printers that print out smooth stuff, it looks a lot better too. You don't have to, you sand a little bit, but not much, just to make sure that you get um things right. And uh, but when you're going for a certain look as well, I think I would have sanded a lot more had I really wanted to go for a smoother texture. But if you think about the way everybody is just utilizing dingy, grimy, weathered stuff, and you've got dinged up, scratched, dinged up metal, right? And that's that's the whole point of not sanding all the way through to a very smooth stuff. If you utilize some of those lines on there, then it's kind of like, somebody's just hammering away at it, or it's, yeah, you got all these lines that you can see and stuff like that. But I think it adds character to it. It definitely adds a lot of character to it, in my opinion. Um, but like I said, everybody's different as well, and you do have to respect differences, right? You have to respect differences in how people do things because there's a lot of great stuff that comes out in the differences, and I think it would be incredibly boring to get the same thing from everybody, right? The same kind of chassis, same kind of color scheme, same kind of fonts. I mean, it would get boring pretty quick. So all the differences in the different ways of doing things, the different color schemes, the different textures, um, that's what makes things go round and round with this hobby in terms of not getting boring, right? Yeah, I mean, because I think once you get bored with something, it's just like, oh dear. Then you don't want to mess with it as much. You keep it fresh, it's gonna stay fresh, and keep the love, that spark going the way you want it. And I utilize the slowness actually of doing these to strengthen the love of the of the saber. If that makes any sense. Now, going back to these sales on Black Friday, and they kind of intertwine with probably Christmas sales, right? Since Black Friday comes around for Thanksgiving, then you have a little break, and then everybody's like back to doing another sales. But then I think the Black Friday sales have a little bit better bite than the Christmas sales because like Christmas sales will have a little bit more with the Black Friday sales. I see the 40%, 25%, 30% stuff, and then when Christmas comes around, now it's just like 20%, 25% and stuff, right? So they go up a little bit on the percentage, I think, during the Black Friday sales than they do on the Christmas sales. Now, I could be wrong, but that's just an observation that I've seen, you know, here and there. But I guess it would depend on whose sales you're looking at as well, right? And I love all the competition that everybody has, though. Jim, have you checked out Once's new sound font? It sounds pretty wicked, dude. Sounds pretty wicked, man. Mm, that one's looking a little raggedy there. I might have to pull another one out. Do, 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 do. Now I get these at Hobby Lobby, right? And I love these applicators. Yeah, dude, if you get a chance, check out Wansis new sound font, dude. It's got a little bit of everything on there. Pretty wicked. I think I might get. I think I'm gonna get it for Christmas. Get when I get some Christmas money, I'm gonna purchase it. Anybody gotten some? Jim, what new song fonts did you purchase? Which ones did you get? You said you had gotten some, right? Um, which new sound fonts did you purchase? I know BK has some for 40. All of his sound fonts are 40% off right now. I love BK's fonts. He got some pretty good fonts. Jay DeLorean too. Oh, that's right. You said you got some from Jay DeLorean, right? And he's got some wickedly good fonts. Let's go back and put some black paint in there. All right. Back to the black paint. No, no new ones. Man, crap. You see? Told you my hands are just like super unsteady right now. Now I gotta fix these. Mm. Can you say ding dong? Oh yeah. Still need the Lost Acolyte in 89 dirt. Oh yeah, for sure. Now, did my eyes deceive me? And I think I saw it like very, very quickly, and I could be wrong, but did I see a movie of the Acolyte coming out at some point in time? I am not sure about that. I thought I had seen something like really quickly, and I'm like, really? That's what I said, Jim. That's exactly what I said, dude. I'm like, I hope not. I really hope not, cause damn, that would be just a damn shame, wouldn't it? I mean, the movie would probably be just as bad as the series. Uh, what do you think about that? How's that looking? Think it's popping all right? Yeah. So so, I would say not too bad. Now our next one's gonna be these ribs coming out too. So that's gonna be our next little thing here. Jim, I think it's not that she's been trying not to. I think they had already canceled it. I think they had already canceled Daisy Ridley's um Ray um Ray character. I think that it's not that she doesn't want to do it. I think that they canceled her show and the movies because she was supposed to do that new Jedi, new Jedi Order movie, right? And I think they're scrapping that simply because Disney's losing too much money. And it could be too soon for them to actually put something out like that right now with Daisy Ridley. And plus, I think it would hurt her reputation. Now, there is also news that Disney possibly could be selling Star Wars, and they haven't said who would be buying it, but you know how all of these different rumors go around and everything that on YouTube there was a rumor that George Lucas was so pissed that he'd buy back Star Wars on pennies on the dollar. Oh, really? Wow, because I had seen that it was canceled and now they got a green light on it. Oh, that is interesting. I wonder, man, they better pay her a pretty penny for it. They better have put her and do give her whatever she wants, because that's gonna be their cash cow. That's gonna be their cash cow because they're already losing lots of stuff. And Disney made money because of the Wolverine and uh Deadpool movie, but they wanted to fund other crap movies with that movie. And Ryan Reynolds said, "Nope, I ain't doing it." He said I'd walk out. And there's talks that he and Elon Musk might buy Marvel. He wants to do the Marvel movies his way, like he did the Wolverine and Deadpool. And I think that would be a good move actually if he actually did the Marvel movies that way. I think Marvel would redeem itself. Or basically Ryan Reynolds would redeem Marvel, I think. I really think he would bring back Marvel the way it should be. No, this woke crap. Too many, and he's right. I mean, there's too many messages and things like that. It should be just pure fun entertainment. But yeah, Bob Iger is something else, dude. I think he's shaking in his boots right now. All right, kiddies. Let's see here. I think that's all I'm gonna do for tonight with the chassis right now. Um, I'm gonna let that dry up and see how that's going. I may end up ordering a new speaker for this. And actually, what I'll do is I'll wire this up, test it out, and if I feel that this speaker is not great, then I'm gonna order a Smuggler's Outpost speaker, put it in here before I wire everything else up. And again, you know, if you're in the market for a chassis, Rich Sangillo, man, he prints some pretty damn good chassis, dude. So, you know, he's always up for a good challenge on chassis and everything else. And let's see, was permanently canceled after being greenlit. Oh, okay, Kathleen's definitely no Ray movie for 2026. Yeah, see, that's what I thought. That's what I was looking at. Because even Bob Iger's gonna can Kathleen Kennedy, dude. Good night, Felicia. Have a good, happy Thanksgiving, Mama. Yeah, I think that's what's gonna happen is Kathleen Kennedy's going and no Ray, no new Jedi Order movie for Ray. I think if they found somebody else and maybe have Ray just a small part of it. A fresh start, a fresh Jedi. Where they can even say that this Jedi was trained by Ray and go from there, right? That's all they have to say. They don't even have to show her. Chit, what's up, dude? I think I'll stay. Okay, guys, I'll stay a little bit longer because Chit just showed up. No worries, dude. How are you doing, man? I hope you have a good, happy Thanksgiving, man. Have you been taking advantage of any of the Black Friday sales? I know I haven't, But of course, I always explain to everybody that my kids come first before that. So I hope you've taken advantage of some of the sun fonts, maybe even a saber or two. Oh, dude, no worries, man. No worries. I'll stay on for a little bit. It doesn't matter. I'll keep the show at if people come in late, I'll keep the show at 2 hours. You know, less than an hour after getting a new writing team and getting greenlit, and Catherine says, "Nope, stop." Yeah, it's all Captain Kennedy's, man. You bought a few tritium blade strips? Ah, dude, sweet, sweet, very cool, dude. I was earlier before you came on, we were doing I was painting part of the chassis, right? So we were doing the ribs here on the chassis. And of course I was making fun of myself. I said I didn't expect this, but I just painted the big ass Duracell battery. I gotta make fun of myself, dude. And everybody will know, okay. Now that you come on, actually I think I'm gonna paint these in black a little bit. So this little section here will pop out a little bit more. Yeah, their strips are on sale for $30 each. Wow, not bad, dude. Not bad. The tritium blades, very cool, very nice. That is super sweet, dude. Let's see here. Did you get any sound fonts, or is it just the blade, the strips themselves? Oh, thank you, dude. Yeah, trying not to sneeze right here, guys. There's some dust that just flew up in here right now. I'm like, oh man, not gonna go back over that. Just as I was telling everybody, my hands are a bit shaky right now, so I'm having to correct a lot of stuff back and forth here. But, but on the flip side of that, you see, and I'm not. by no means am I dogging anybody or anything like that. That's why I do the live shows because when you see the screw ups and everything you know, that I do, a lot of other people are doing the same thing and it takes work to correct those things, right? And when other people make videos and they don't do the live stuff, you're not seeing, the problems that they're going through in order to get the result that everybody sees on there, right? No, no fonts, huh? And one of the things that I feel important is to showcase these problems that people have, right? That, everybody sees the great outcomes of things and they explain great things about this and about that, but they're not going to tell you the problems that go along with having to do, to make a great chassis, how long it's going to take a chassis, this and that, you know. It, they don't tell you all of those things. They don't want you to know, and that's okay, right? But that's where I come in because, my screw ups, you see my screw ups, and it's like, okay, well, I know what to expect with certain things, right? Yeah, I bought these on Amazon, dude, but you know what? You can get the same thing at Hobby Lobby. And I should have bought mine from Hobby Lobby because the little LED part that goes on here didn't work. And I could not get a hold of the manufacturer to get a new LED thing. And I'm kind of pissed off because, you know, I bought something that just doesn't work right. But I really didn't need the LED thing anyway because I got plenty of light right here anyway. I've got a table lamp right here that works perfectly fine. And if I need any extra lighting, I can put extra lighting on things. So it's not a problem for that. You know what I mean? It was just bummed out that, and what sucks is that the LEDs work fine. I just can't get I can't get the LEDs. I can't find out what's wrong with the buttons on it. Wish, Hobby Lobby. Yeah, you can get these things anywhere. You can get them anywhere. These I just end up getting from Amazon, and they just you really don't even need the LED on there. All right, so let's see here. I'm going to get, clean this off a little bit, and then I'm gonna add a little bit more rub and buff again. And let's see here. Where did I go? So I'll show you if you see my little screw ups right here with the black paint. So now I'm gonna go back over the black with the rub and buff here, cover that up so it looks a little better, right? Yeah, Etsy. Yeah. All right. Let's get this one here. And we'll go back over this rubbed stuff here. Have a second coat on there. Now, Chet, have you checked out OneSys new sound font? Well, I mean, it's a little bit deal, but you see that black is a little too wide for what I really want. Happy accident? Yeah, Jim. I just don't like the inconsistency too much. The happy accident always, yeah, it's always a good feeling though when it looks weathered, in that term, really. And I do appreciate it, guys. I really do, man. Yeah, I think oh gosh. I know that it's a Kenobi slash Vader slash different things together. The way he has it's actually pretty phenomenal because it switches different things on there, and it's really cool, man. It sounds pretty good. If you get a chance, go check out Once It's new sound font. Man, I can say part of this thing is like battle damage. All right, I'm gonna use this here. Uh, all right, just to clean this up just a tad bit right here. Got to do some layering. It is going into the balance hilt. This is my father's memory saver. This is gonna be a low profile button on here as well. A low profile box one setup. And believe it or not, this is two emitters together. I had the custom saber shop utilize two of their emitters together and bored out because I wanted the design factor that came out of it like that. My dad was very not very a refined person, man. I mean, he was all over the place, but you know, he had a lot of charisma. I mean, he was just he was all over the place. Very refined, but old school nonetheless, right? Oh, thank you, Chet. So, yeah, there we go. It's looking a little better there. A little bit more pop in there. I probably need to do like a couple of more little doodads. And, But like I said, I was making fun of myself, man, because it looks like a big old Duracell battery. I have to admit, man, just, but I think, once I get that crystal, you know, it looks pretty good when I get the crystal chamber in there as well. Let me see if I can get that. Where's that crystal chamber? I think I have it over here somewhere. There it is. It's hiding. But, dude, for what the color scheme is, what the color scheme looks like, and the way that the crystal chamber is, I think it's gonna look great, man. Look at that. It really brings everything out. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think that's really gonna look good with it just like that. And I think the black with the antique gold and the antique copper together, along with the way that the crystal chamber is gonna really set everything. And then if you remember that Roy Boy has the copper, the aged copper on the inside of it instead of the outside, right? And the gold was pretty much on the outside of it. Yeah, so I mean silver. I did silver and copper, I think, on Roy Boy. And so now I wanted to do aged gold or antique gold, right? Brushed antique gold. And that's what I did right here. Brushed antique gold along with the copper. I think it looks, I don't know if I might just leave the black alone right here on how that is at the end. And if that's the case, then I just need to finish this right here. And once I finish this, painting this right here, I can start wiring up. And you guys, I am so thankful for y'all coming onto the journey with me, man. I mean, it really is an honor to have each of you guys here on Sundays with me and everything like that. So I'm gonna make the announcement. Of course, I probably won't be on next Sunday because of Thanksgiving. So, family time and all that good stuff. Um, so I hope everybody has a happy Thanksgiving. And of course, Canadians had theirs last month. So, um, thank you guys so much. Yeah, I know, Jim. I know. But, family. I'm gonna have a house full of people, man. I'd have people coming in the garage left and right. Um, I am actually barbecuing the turkey this year. I did it once before and it came out pretty damn good. So I'm going to recreate, that for my family again this year. And I hope you guys have a great, happy Thanksgiving. And you know, probably what, let's see, not next week, but the week after, hopefully I'll have some I don't know if I'll be on. I might be hunting and I might not, or I could try to get on while I'm at the ranch. We'll see how it goes. I will let y'all know in my post on Instagram and Facebook. So keep an eye out for that. And I will see about I'm gonna see if how Mountain Sabers is doing. Hopefully he's doing a lot. I think he's doing a lot better, and see if maybe he'll come on the next show with me. And if not, I'll see if I can get Killstar and see if he'll come on. And also, I have a cousin that if you guys, uh, he's got a buddy of his that does that goes to cons and everything. I'm gonna see if I can get him on, and I'll keep you all posted up on that thing, right? Spatchcock our turkey. Oh, I ain't gonna spatchcock nothing, dude. I'm gonna stuff some vegetables. I'm gonna brine it. I'm gonna Throw it on the pit. That's it. Turn it around every couple of hours, spray it down. It's good to go. Yeah. Ain't no spatchcocking, bro. Yeah. Too much work. Too much work. And my pit's big enough for it anyway. But man, that's pretty cool. I'm glad y'all doing that. I'm glad y'all are doing that. That's pretty cool. I've seen it done. I've seen it done. So it looks like it's gonna come out good, dude. All right, man. I'm gonna brand out, and I need to see about. Let's see here. I gotta get the new one from. And I'm glad you guys are liking the new intro from Mountain Man. He did an awesome job. So later, guys. Peace.